Brian. You're about the last person we need live constantly. He's over there talking smack. I just know it.
Yes, he is.
You guys are live right now? You don't need me live?
No.
Oh.
No. Bye, Brian. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
It's the women of FWA, and it's only Tuesday this week. Oh, my gosh. Yadira, how are you doing, my homie?
It should be Friday.
Girl.
I know you've been freaking out, Susan.
I feel like we worked all weekend, and I talked to you every single day this week, and I tried to have like some like casual conversation in the middle, but didn't it all still revolve around the Fence Show Security Expo? Oh my goodness. So what are we talking about today? Because like we had this wonderful master plan for all of our lives for like the next month and a half, but like we had 2 dates that weren't covered, and this was one of them.
So today we are going to be talking about AI, artificial intelligence.
Eeeek, like ChatGPT and FWA.ai.
Yes, that is correct. So the official definition of what AI is the ability of machines to mimic human intelligence and perform tasks that require reasoning, learning, or problem solving.
I'm sorry, that just sounds scary. Like, is there a place for it in the fence industry?
There's a place for it in everything nowadays. And it might be something that's not, that you and I might not know about because we're probably a little bit older. But for the young kids, I know. I can say it because we're almost the same age.
God, thanks, Shadir. Thanks for the reminder.
I asked my sister, who's about 15 years, probably, how old is she? Yeah, probably about 13 years younger than I am. And I asked her, I said, hey, what do you know about AI? Because I'm supposed to be going live in like 30 minutes, I said. And she starts going off, spitting stuff off like, oh, it's code that human beings created that learns by itself. It creates images, text, logos, all tons of things to help humans. And I said, well, I haven't used it. She says, well, I have, and quite a bit of it, she says. But with that said, supposedly it facilitates tasks for us humans. I'm used to doing everything the hard way, I guess.
Right? Like we were still like doing like book reports like out of encyclopedias, right? Like in real life. Like we still didn't even have the internet like when we were in school. No, that's so frustrating. Like I've started using ChatGPT some and FWA.ai. I do a lot of social media based off of it because like sometimes like I just have straight up writer's block. Like I don't know what people want to hear about. And look at Michaela. She's like, AI is spooky. Yes, it is. Spooky. But like, I know that you can like go into ChatGPT. Like Jessica with Polyvinyl Creations taught me this. And like, there's a whole section you can fill out where it like asks you your name and where you're from and how you like to talk and your level of education and like, what do you like to do for fun? And you can actually teach your ChatGPT how to kind of mimic your reactions and how you would actually answer things and say, hey, y'all, like I would, and give it that Southern kind of twang on accident, but purposefully.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I know. And I don't know if mine has learned that yet or not. Like, I don't know if I use it enough, but like, I've definitely used FWA.ai to go in and like write letters to like the school districts around here about gate safety, to talk about, obviously gate safety, but also like gate operators, sliding gates. I've done some vinyl posts. I've done some articles like on our website, like forums based off of like vinyl fence, because I don't know enough about vinyl fence. But like Brian went in and made like this super fence brain for everybody to use, and you get like 500 words for free a month. Like I use it.
It actually is really cool. I logged into it because I hadn't logged into it in a long time. But it had some really good stuff on like liens and pre-liens and hiring, drug testing.
Disciplinary actions. Like,
yes.
those are things I feel like we all need help on, because sometimes like I'll be Googling stuff and it doesn't give me like the language I'm looking for.
Yeah, and it's tailored. The neat thing about it is that it's tailored to your local area or to your local state, with your own information, your own company information. So it's super cool. If you haven't seen it, fwa.ai. Highly recommend creating an account, logging in, and checking it out, because it's a lot of really cool information on there.
Maybe we should get Brian on this podcast. Is he right there still?
Brian,
he comes running through the door.
I don't know what prompted him to do it, but yeah, I think he definitely has a little bit more knowledge than I do on the AI stuff.
Well, I mean, I use the Chat GPT. I know like you can actually create full road trips through it. Like you can say you want to, drive the coastline from here to here, and it'll actually like plot you out like what you should be doing. So I know you can use it for so much more. Like my sister is a college professor, and like they're having an issue in that world where students are using Chat GPT to write their reports, which is like plagiarism, right? But like they don't have a way to like actually prove that it's plagiarism. And my sister's like, no, I just use Chat GPT to answer them. And like, it's the exact same verbiage of what they responded to me with.
But if I'm not mistaken, there's different types of AI. So from what I read a little bit earlier today, it's just, there's the type that's generative or something. I don't even remember what the words were, but stuff that kind of spits out the same things over and over. And then there's stuff that kind of learns from other sources out there, and it generates something different every time. So there's like 3 or 4 different types of AI.
Now, I remember like, I want to say it was about a year ago, Dan Blanc reached out. He's like, hey, are you using Chat GPT? And I'm like, no. And he's like, I sat here for an hour and actually got Chat GPT to apologize to me. I'm like, what? Like, you can have it call you whatever name you want or reference you in a certain way. Like, I've never really dealt with it too much. Not enough to like know enough. Michaela says her school runs all of their essays through an AI to detect AI. And if it's over 50%, that AI is detected, we fail that assignment. Interesting. So if you change 50% of your report, you guys, into your own language, they can't get you.
You only have to do 50% of the work.
Right? Well, I actually have been talking to a company recently as a FWA member benefit. One of the things that they do is they respond to Google reviews through AI and actually teach you how to use the AI so that you can have better Google traffic, Google reviews, response times, and stuff like that. So, I mean, I do see that there's a place in our industry for it, but like, I guess I just can't wrap my brain around it.
What do you know about AI? Brian's here.
Oh, no. What you know about FWA.ai?
I don't know, quite a bit since I built it, right? But I mean, AI is great. I mean, it's not going to replace ever. It's not going to ever replace your original content you can come up with in your head, because it's going to change every time. But so does AI, but it's still using, it's only going off of information you give it. So you have to double check everything before you send it out. Sure. Everything, because it could completely.
That's exactly what Letty told me, my sister. She says, you still, people think that AI is going to replace humans. She says, that's not the case. That'll never happen, she says. It's just impossible.
But you keep hearing about these scams where you get a phone call from your mom who's like, hey, my tire's flat. Can you Venmo me $50?
Yeah.
And then you call your mom 5 minutes later and she's like, no, I'm at home.
Scary, isn't it?
That's super creepy.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
I mean, I sat in the backseat of y'all's vehicle once and tried to write an entire song based off of AI.
Yeah.
They
You had a
actually
hard
gave
time.
me the music.
I remember
Well,
that.
because I don't know how to play instruments. But it gave me a song. It gave me all the notes to play and like the whole nine.
I think it's gonna dumb our generation up a little bit, though. I'm nervous that after a while nobody's gonna be writing their own emails. They're just gonna be
Right.
They're gonna be typing in, tell Susan I think she smells funny, and it's gonna be like, hey Susan, I just want to blah blah blah. It'll just, you know what I mean? You don't even have to.
It'll be like a professional burn. Is that what you're saying?
Professionally tell you that, yeah. So it's just crazy, but they won't. They'll be afraid to send a text message or an email, I think, at some point without running it through AI, and they'll forget how to communicate with each other.
That's outrageous.
I
don't know. I feel like there's something important about the human touch, and we can't lose sight of that. So I think there's a time and a place for it, but at the end of the day, like, it should be a resource and not a crutch.
Yeah. And it's good. I mean, if you need to type up, a lot of people don't know how to type up an invoice, a collection letter, or do things like, it's amazing how it'll search, it'll search databases and find, where to apply for this and how to register for that. And I think you can use it correctly, and you can create forums, and you create things on, how to discipline somebody if they get caught breaking tools, or, write-up letters, things like this.
Or your drug policy, or your company handbook. It could definitely facilitate a lot of things that way for your business, in my opinion.
Right. My fear is,
I've definitely used it for some of our contracts. I've had to make changes to it or edit, I don't like this line or whatever, but like, it definitely streamlined that process for me.
Yeah.
It's good for business forums and reference and stuff like that. But when it gets to the point where we're using it to send a basic message that has no legal meaning at all to a person, then I think it's going to go too far, and you're no longer communicating with people. It's just your AI is talking to that person's AI, and it's just going to go back and forth.
Right.
Especially if they're using AI to communicate back with you, then what are we even talking for, right?
Right. But I mean, people are using FWA.ai. Like I said, I've done, like, when I was with Southwest Automated Security, I did tons of social media posts based off of it, because like, I ran out of like ideas, or had that writer's block, and I had these great pictures, and I just like filled in a couple of spaces because it asked you some few basic questions, and then it spit me out 3 different responses, and I now had 3-4 days worth of social media posts, based off of just like what you built. Like, what were you doing? You were just sitting around bored one day and was like, man, I don't have enough on my plate. Let's build an AI based off of all the AIs, based off of fence and gate contractors in the United States.
Yeah. I wanted to learn about AI, and what I find the best way to learn about something is just build a website about it. That's how some people go and read a book. Well, I just start researching products and build a website.
Well, now I'm interested, so I'm going to go out and get a book on AI.
Right.
AI for dummies. I love it. I love it.
No one learned me how to read too much, so I go straight to the computer. I'll let you guys get back to your thing.
How has y'all's week been so far? Peace. How's your week been so far, Eeeek? I mean, I know it's only Tuesday, but it feels like Friday.
It's been good, Susan. We've had some very good meetings. I mean, a great meeting that happened today. Planning the show and stuff. So it's been good. How's yours?
I got my corridor fencing shirt in. Go Team Purple. I know. I'm pretty excited about it. I got this beautiful, like, shiny sign somewhere. And so that came in the mail. So like, that was like the highlight of like my week. Yesterday, tons of meetings yesterday, like one after the other. I think I called you like at least 10 times yesterday. And then let's see, this morning I started off with a phone call with Jackie from Homeland, and then Veronica with SWI. And then I went to, Country Estates Vinyl. I got to walk their property. They have a full fabrication shop and everything. You know what I learned about those guys?
What?
Nebraska Plastics was the creator of vinyl fence.
Really?
Yes. Is that not wild? Like, I got a full like backstory. I got to have lunch with them, walk their shop. Like, it was a lot of fun.
Very
And
cool.
then I've missed like 5 phone calls from Heather King today. I tried to call her back twice, but we're just playing phone tag. And then yeah. And then
we're all
let's
just
see
getting
what
so busy. I mean, being so close to the show that it's crazy.
Well, let's look at this floor plan. Ta-da! Look at that,
Wow.
y'all. That's practically done. Like I don't even know how to act right now. Girl, what's that green section?
Who is it?
I'm pretty sure it's Homeland Vinyl, girl.
What?
And they're having a party because there ain't no party like a Homeland party because a Homeland party don't stop. Woo! I know. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see.
Homeland
I
in the
cannot wait
house.
to see them. I know. I'm so, Jackie's one of my favorite people on planet Earth. She's a huge supporter. She believes in partnerships. She believes in the bigger picture. And, man, she just makes me happy as a human being.
She really,
girl.
Yep. She really, really is.
And that's a full floor, yo. How are we going to act? And then I got to talk to Mary Cobb today. So lots of y'all have been hearing about Mary making jewelry out or give us the backstory, Yadira.
So Mary and Mark came to our shop. I want to say it was probably a couple months ago, if not a little bit longer. And we're walking through our shop and we have all of our materials and all of our fittings in bins. And she took some, I think it was like a 4 latch or something. And she says, "Oh, these would be really cool earrings." And I said, "Mary, some people see fittings, fence fittings, and some people see jewelry.
Bam! She saw jewelry, y'all.
You made it happen.
Look, so these are just prototypes. There's going to be a few changes made, but this is going to be one of the Women of FWA's big fundraisers for 2025.
Oh my gosh, those are so cute.
Yes, we will have some at the Fence Show and Security Expo. You will be able to come by the booth and make a donation towards one that will go towards future Women of FWA events.
How exciting.
I know. I'm so excited. So I'm I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy for her. Like she saw something and she straight up went with it. Like she wasn't giving up. Like she went and saw her jeweler. These are sterling silver. They're quality products. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So
yeah, that definitely. Thank you so much, Mary, for always being supportive in everything that you guys do. And we are filming from their location tomorrow. So
no way.
Yes, so we're supposed to drive out, I think, in the morning and all the way out to Anaheim, California. Mm-hmm. I think they're either in Anaheim or La Habra or somewhere in that area.
I feel like it's Anaheim, but I could just be wrong. But I'll be in the background, right? Like when y'all go live?
Yes, definitely.
Because I was trying to make that trip. It just wasn't working out this round, but that's okay. But other than that, what else we got going on? We got demo days. Show floor's almost full. Education's 98% done. I have a couple of T's to dot and I's to cross. Homeland party Thursday night, y'all. Ain't missing that.
Thursday night and Homeland parties is going to be the place to be, guys. They're doing such a great job planning it, and it's going to be a blast. I definitely guarantee it's going to be a huge success.
Oh yeah, that's a passionate group of human beings.
Yes,
for real. I feel dumb when I'm talking to Jackie because she be using those big words and saying really strong, confident statements, and I'm just like, y'all. But so hold on, what's next week's live about?
We got to have her back on the show. I know she did. I know she did a couple, 2 or 3 of them in a few months ago and stuff. But we definitely got to have her back on the Women of FWA for sure.
100%. 100%. Yeah. So what's next week's live about? It's supposed to be a good one. You got some good stuff planned.
I tried. So, what's the date today? So it looks like next week is going to be company culture during the busy season, the busy time.
Nice.
With Veronica.
It's hard.
It is so hard, huh? Yeah, I cannot imagine. We're not going to touch on that subject because we're going to release some. I'm sure they're going to have their own company culture conversation. But yeah, it's hard when you're so busy trying to finish projects, fitting in different events for your staff for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We have mod rates coming up.
Ooh.
And then we have a couple of awesome other shows that are going to be like also in Spanish, Bridging the Gap, which I'm excited about.
Yes.
Hopefully we can bring in know that Monica's supposed to be on that one, but hopefully we can bring in one or two other people that speak Spanish so that we can translate and make it a Spanglish episode.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait. Other than that, like if you need anything from us, Susan at Fence Show, support at Fence Show, women of FWA at gmail.com, social media, you know how to get a hold of us. We're here for you.
We do have our
thank you. Our monthly meeting.
Happening Thursday at 2:30 Pacific time.
2:30, 3:30, 4:30, and 5:30. That's
Perfect.
correct.
Yes. So we'll see you all there. I know that sometimes it's hard to kind of get the link, but Michaela does an excellent job at putting it on the social media on Facebook. So you don't have to go through the email. You can click on the social media link and just click on the link and you'll be able to join us through that way. Or you can also get on the email blast that goes out.
Yes. Just let us know. Other than that, I think today is a wrap. Thank you for helping me out today, sister. Thank you for doing some quick research on AI. Thank you, Brian, for jumping in, even though you said you didn't want to be here, and then you said you did, and then we said no, and then we said please come back. And thank you all guys for watching, and see you next week.
See you guys next time. Thank you guys.
Peace.